This is Paul McKenna for PT Boxing. I'm here today down in Manchester with me, Paul Smith. Hi mate, okay?
Sammy, not bad, thanks.
Here today obviously for your teammate Scott Quigg, Carl Frampton. Press conference just finished now. I don't know, did you see like a little bit heated at the end? It was a little bit heated, but
I'm feeling dwarfed there. I watched it. It was good. It was interesting to watch. You know, if you read into all them mind games and everything else, then you're going to pick a lot up there. And I do against the opponents I'm fighting, but when it's just a lads fighting your mates, you know, they're two quality fighters.
Yeah.
You know, A-level elite fighters who are going to get in the ring, and once the bell goes, everything like that'll go out the window. I was looking at like everything on the table. You usually look at water intake, attitude, you know, all little daft things. I spotted quite a bit, but whether it matters or not, who knows? You know what I mean? They're going to get in there. They're going to knock 7 bells out of each other, and they're going to give everything they've got in a mega fight and a posh occasion for Britain.
That's it. I know, you know, you're a better man when it comes to the boxing. You like to put a bet on. What's the tip for Saturday night?
They've been on for about 5 weeks. I always said if this fight was made, I'd lump on stoppage. I'd lump on the fight to be over within 6 rounds, but I've lumped on Quigg knockout within 3 or 4. I've had a good go at it. That's my opinion. That's what I think. I'm not always right. I've been right a lot. I've been wrong a lot. That's gambling, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I've said time and again, I'll have to run all our lads are putting theirs on tomorrow or Saturday, so we'll see what they do and we'll see if they match up. But I know all the lads in our gym have got a good opinion on the betting, and especially my brothers and everything else. But this way, none of us will bet against Quigg anyway. Even if any of us didn't think he'd win, it's a bit like your team. You don't bet against your team. Quigg's in our team. He's our friend. He's a mate. He's a good lad. So none of us will be betting against him, and every one of us are putting a bet on. So that shows you about what we think on the fight.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, what we think doesn't matter. It's what happens on the night between these two fighters, and they're both very good fights.
Big fight a couple of days ago in your division with Sturm and Chudanov.
Yeah, great.
Sturm come out with the win, whether people think it was a robbery or whatever.
It was a bad decision, and I've been on the wrong end of one. And I put a tweet out saying like, great news from Germany, great news for me. A, I had a bet on it.
Yeah.
Felix Sturm points.
Yeah.
B, I can fight.
Mate, you know the last week.
We had a chat. I told you on an interview. The interview was saying Sturm was in my gym. We sat down. We had a cup of tea. We had a chat. We basically shook hands on a fight in the future. You know, if you win, sort the first defence out in Germany. It's not as easy as said done than it is, but you know, sorry, it's not as easy done as was said, but at the end of the day, it's a little step in the right direction. So the rest of Eddie and Sturm's promotional team around him now. I know he promotes himself, but this team around him and Eddie can get involved and get it done. But I need to get a win first. That's the top bottom of it. I need to get out and get active again. And
being added to the show in Liverpool now in April.
Yeah, just get a couple of wins first. See how it goes. A decent opponent in there to get me up there and get me ready. But at the end of the day, that's what boxing's about. See people talking about rankings and everything else. I could name you like 6 or 7 kids in every one of the top 15 I shouldn't be there. Yeah. That's how boxing goes, and I'm not saying that I shouldn't be there or anyone else shouldn't be there, but boxing is all about them 4 rankings, them 4 governing bodies. You see people going about boxer. There's no boxer title. Yeah. There never has been a boxer title. You know, it's all computerised points. There's a kid I beat in like my 7th fight who's been on a good run of recent who's like top 20 in the world. He's never been top 20 in his life, but he's up there. Yeah. Boxer. Well, he's not in any of the top governing bodies, and he never will be. But that's by the by, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's all about opportunity, it's all about opponents, it's all about being the right name, being in the right place at the right time. I can go over to Germany now, and I've fought there twice before, and they know who I am. I've given a good account of myself over there twice. They remember me from over there, and they'll know who I am when I go there. That's not being big-headed, that's a fact. So a fight with Felix Sturm would sell, whereas an unknown opponent or someone who's just come on the scene probably wouldn't. So it's all boxing. He's due a voluntary. It's the super title now, which Ward's vacated, and Ward's looking at bigger and better things now. So it's there. It's an ideal opportunity, and the division's wide open again, as I said before. Callum's going the WBC route. The WBA route is Abraham against Ramirez, and that's a great fight over in Vegas, and it's a close fight, that, especially without it being out to Germany. IBF's obviously James Segale, so it's a good route for me to go.
You know what, mate, I must have spent the last week arguing with people about you on Twitter because I sent a tweet out saying Callum beats Jack, Stephen beats Pedraza, Liam's already won a world title, and Paul beats Sturm. And I think Callum retweeted it, and it was everyone just jumped on me.
The best part was I don't even see it, and I seen someone mention something that I searched my name or something. I have like about 5 different people copy and pasting. Have you seen this, Mick? Have you seen this? So I look on it. It's got my name on. So I look on it, and I think, it's fellas tweeting me who are blocked. God knows how long. I don't know them. I've never met them in my life. They wouldn't have the bollocks to come over and shake my hand or slag me off in person. And I seen something like saying, when I have a look at it, like, it gets to you or something. It gets to me a lot less than I get to them. That way. At the end of the day, I seen Peter Fiore tweeting something great yesterday. Have a look at where you are in life and have a look at where I am. And that's not.
That's because people were knocking him spelling, and he was like, listen, at the end of the day.
People are knocking spelling. People are knocking me and my job when they couldn't do my job in a month of Sundays, a year of Sundays, a lifetime of Sundays. They could never do what I can do. The fellas that are saying it, they couldn't do 3 minutes on a bag after me. And if they could, shite, and they couldn't ever get past any level what any of these fighters on stage here today on the undercard are at.
Everyone's got a voice on Twitter.
Sit there and slag any fighter off, not just me, this is any fighter, but I go back to where I live, in a nice area, a nice house, driving a decent car. Not that that's any irrelevant. That's from a job that they think I'm shite at. But it's got me a decent life, it's got me in a decent standard of a possible future job on television, and I've got a job for life from it. I've never worked since I've been 17, 18. I've never worked anything else apart from boxing. So I'm doing something right. The lads that are giving me stick are probably standing on the door, probably working in hard grafting jobs, or they're not even working at half the time anyway, and they expect me to listen because they've got an opinion. I don't walk over to that reporter who's sitting there and say, your newspaper's shit, your shoes are shit, your attitude's shit, your laptop's terrible, and just attack them straight away. Seymour had mentioned yesterday to someone else, you can give me a virtual slap. That's the type of people you're dealing with, a virtual slap, you know what I mean? When you threaten the fellas with a little slap, they shit the keks on the busies on you, and he's a bully, he's this or that. That's what happens. But they think Twitter's like another world. They have like Twitter friends and this little Twitter clique and all that, and they're doing podcasts and all that now, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just, I think they live in another world. They think they live in another world, but like there's I could be here all day talking about it. At the end of the day, I get home at night, I've got lovely, healthy, perfect kids,
comfy.
I've got a boss wife, I've got a decent life, and I'm happy. I'm healthy. That's the only thing that matters to me. My family's happiness and my family's health. We're all happy. We're all healthy. And it doesn't matter what we do for a living. I'm happy. I close my door like I'm happy with myself. I don't go on Twitter abusing people because I've got something missing in my life, or because I'm jealous, or because I've got something going on. I don't look at people and think, look at him. Seeing someone saying about like, no idea how much he gets to me or how much I hate him or something. He's never met me in his life probably. He wouldn't have the balls to meet me in his life. That's what sort of gets to me. But I lock my door at night. Not a matter to me. I sit and laugh about it. I've got a block list as long as my arm. I can show you it now because they can do it. I can't get to the bottom of it because I scroll up. People said something about being sensitive or something. He just blocks it. If I see someone giving me a bit of stick or abusing me, I don't know yet. I don't need to know yet. I don't need to read that on my Twitter. Just block it. Simple as I don't see it again.
You're not going to come and say it to me when you see me in the street then?
You won't say it to me in the street, so what's the point of listening to it on here? I don't give two shits about offending you by blocking you or offending you by not speaking to you. Anyone that's met me, anyone that's asked me to sign things for them in here or photo or anything else, I won't have a bad word because I've never been nothing but nice to people that I meet. And that's all that matters. Them type of people that I don't know and I don't meet and I don't speak to, I don't know me go on reputation. It doesn't.
That's what I mean. People build up like an idea of how someone's gonna be when they've never actually met them.
It happened. I've done it myself.
Listen, I was about to say I've done it myself until I come into the boxing game.
Russell Brand, I had this opinion of him that he was an arsehole because I didn't like his comedy and I didn't like the way he was, the way he dressed, everything else about him. I thought I didn't really like him. And then I seen all the stuff he started doing with Elsben and I read into him even more and I read into his political beliefs and to the things he does and the life he's had and how he's a recovering addict and that. And I've got no respect for him. You think I was too quick to judge there. How many times you do it yourself, you see someone out, you look at them by the way they are or by the reputation they've got. My reputation, I'm not really bothered about my reputation. At the end of the day, I know what I am. My friends and family and people around me know what I am. And the only opinions I appreciate in life, there's very few of them. The people that I'm close with, the people that I'm close to, and the family and friends that I've got. My wife, my mum, my dad, my parents, my brothers. That's it. Very, very few select friends. You know, anyone else's opinion, I can't change it. It's good for you. It's your opinion, you're entitled to it. But it doesn't bother me, no.
That's it, mate. On that note, thanks for speaking to us as always. And I'm sure we'll catch up with you soon.
Definitely.
Thank you.